Planeswalker, put it to hand. Also, if Planeswalker dies, that ability triggers.
I'm gonna grab Drana's Emissary.
Oh, that is unfortunate. That's a fail to find. I'll pass.
Untap, draw for turn, play a mountain, tap 2, we keep Barker later, pass.
On your upkeep, Iced, I'm gonna go ahead and... Actually, no, I don't want to do that yet. Never mind. That would be a bad idea.
I will draw. I'll lay a mountain. I will tap 2 for a 7 dwarves, and then I will pass for turn.
Okay. On the tap, upkeep, draw. Mountain for turn. One leaving one floating, or a white and a black, or Drana's Emissary. Oh shit, I forgot my 2 vamps. I have 2 vamps. One without summoning sickness, one with summoning sickness. And then I would go ahead and crack my Evolving Wilds. I'm gonna go search for a mountain. Mountain. And pass the turn. Beginning of my upkeep, each opponent will lose 1 life, and I will gain 1 life.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Just play Forest. And I'll tap 5 for Vivian Reed. And I'll plus her to look at the top 4 cards, can reveal a creature or land, and put it in my hand, the rest on the bottom. I'll look at the top 4. I'll go ahead and reveal Llanowar Elves, and the rest will go into the bottom. I'll pass.
So Planeswalkers is the hidden command. Nice.
It's yours, Jaken.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna untap, draw, play mountain, tap 3, play Tauren Mauer, and I'll pass.
Alright, I will untap, draw, I'll lay another mountain. I will tap 2 to play Magda, Brazen Outlaw.
Counter.
And then I will tap 1 to play Sticky Fingers. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature has menace, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. I'm going to enchant my 7 dwarves. And I will send my 7 dwarves at Kissing Cats. He has menace, and he's a 3/2.
I can't block, so I'll take 3.
Okay, and I will create 2 treasure tokens. 1 for the enchantment, and then 1 for my commander. Whenever a dwarf is tapped, I create a treasure token. And then I will pass for turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm gonna put an Orzhov Guildgate into play, and then I'm gonna pay black, red, and 2. Upkeep trigger, all of y'all will lose 1 life, and I will gain 1 life. I almost forgot about that. So black, red, and 2. I'm gonna cast Strafon, Mauer Progenitor. Get a vampire token.
That was your first spell of the turn, right?
Yep.
Okay, just checking.
And I am going to go to end step. At the beginning of my end step, I will create a blood token for each player who lost life this turn. I have 3 blood tokens. And I will pass the turn.
On a upkeep, draw. Plus Vivian Reed. Move that 4. Creature or land. We'll just reveal a. Oh, let's see what we got. Yep. We'll just reveal a Woodland Chasm. These go to bottom. I'll play the Woodland Chasm for turn. Comes in tapped. I'll do 3 for Staff of Completion. And 1 for the Widows.
Okay, that's 5 counters.
I'll pass.
Alright, well, that was a better couple turns than I thought it would be. Untap, draw. Ooh, goody. Okay, so I'll play this card, and can you guys just agree not to like attack me for a couple of turns?
Depends on the card.
Like, you're all gonna love this card. Okay, so I'm gonna tap 3. I'm gonna play Mana Flare.
Okay.
And yeah, so just don't attack me, please, and I pass. Oh, yeah, also I played him out for turn, sorry.
Untap. Draw.
What is Mana Flare?
Play a mountain.
All of our lands tap for double.
Oh god. That's not good.
Yeah, pretty much double, yeah.
Mana Flare works in such a way that if there was a tap replacement effect, like if the land would generate 2 of the same color, it would ignore it just because you're guaranteed to get at least 1 mana of that land's color. Unless there's a Blood Moon on board, and then shit like Command Tower and Orzhov will just get it over with. You don't run the scariest card ever in that deck, do you?
Which card?
Blood Moon.
No. Actually, I haven't heard of that card.
Okay, so, funny card for you. It's really good in mono red decks. It's going to turn every non-basic land on the board into a mountain.
I'm going to tap 4. And I'm going to play a Leyline Tyrant. I don't lose unspent red mana as steps and phases end.
You tapped for 8 mana. You tapped 4 lands, so it's like... you play 2 creatures? No,
but I am going to be playing a Liquid Metal Torque as well.
Okay, get another counter. Man, a 9/9 already.
When Leyline Tyrant dies, I may pay any amount of red mana. When I do, it deals that much damage to any target. And then... let's see.
I need to get that card for my dragon deck. So bad.
I will pass for turn after that.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Tap my Soul Ring for 2. We're gonna drop an Orzhov Signet. Oh, upkeep trigger, everyone lose 1, I gain 1. I keep forgetting about Drawn as it is not a mate trigger. So I am going to... I'm going to go to Combat, Cat, are you willing to take 3?
Why? Why am I taking 3?
I just need to get the Strafon trigger.
No, I mean, why?
I got a vampire I can't pay for, and I need to get it on the board.
Why would I take 3 to help you?
Do you have anything that's flying?
You let me swing at Cranker with you
No.
and you don't kill him.
You know what? I'll let you send Cranko at me, Jace.
Thank you.
So on Strafon attacking, I'm gonna crack 2. I'm gonna crack 2 bloods.
Wait. That can't be disrespectful.
Yeah, so you're not taking the damage yet, but I'm gonna crack 2 of my bloods to put a vampire from my hand onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking against indestructible until end of turn. This one is. This one.
Spell?
It's not casting. I'm cheating this guy in. I'm gonna cheat in a Butcher of Malakir. So whenever Butcher of Malakir or another creature I control dies, each opponent sacks a creature. And with it ETBing, with a vampire entering the battlefield, I will put a 1/1 counter on Butcher of Malakir. I will give Butcher of Malakir +1/+1. So it is a 6/5 with flying, going at fiction. It's a 6/5 with indestructible.
So we sacrifice a creature?
No, that's only if Butcher of Malakir or another creature I control dies.
Oh, okay.
I'll block it with my 4/4 flying, so that will die.
Before that, are you going to pay for its
No.
red? Okay. I was going to have a response if you were going to pay for it. Okay, so you're going to take 6 in the air, and Jace, you're taking 3 in the air.
Alright.
And then go to I will go to end step, and I will get 3 blood tokens. So I'm up to 4. And pass the turn, because I don't really need that.
What are you at step? I'll pay for life. Draw a card with Staff of Completion. Untap. Keep draw.
Shits and giggles. I'm gonna wait until you do something.
I guess. There's no reason.
Whatever you do, I will have a response. It's not going to affect you. I'm just going to be cracking a blood token, but I have to respond to be able to do it.
Yeah, that's cool. So I'll just play a swamp.
Alright, I'm going to crack a blood token in response to you playing that swamp to pay 1.
You can't
Crack
respond to that, but that's fine, because I'll give you something to respond to.
Okay, I'll wait until you give me something to respond to.
1, 2, 3, and then I guess, sure. 5.
I just want to draw a card.
Yeah, no, I know. For doubling seasons.
Okay. Crack, draw a card. It's not what I was hoping you would get,
In
but
response, I'll put the count on my Dawn Mauer.
And then I'll do 5 for Volth Spider Queen.
okay, I'll crack another treasure in response. Treasure blood in response. Fuck.
I wonder if a red card now do the same as doubling season.
There is, I can tell you 2 different white cards that would work, but I don't think there is a red one.
That would be perfect for the Pranko deck. Wait, did you play a second spell?
I played Dublin Season and Lowell.
Yeah, so we did play a second spell.
Okay, yeah. I'm
Okay.
trying to keep track of my counters.
Now tick. Lowell next little spitter tokens. 6. And then I'm gonna ultimate Vivian Reed to get an emblem with creatures I control, get +2/+2, have vigilance, trample, and indestructible. And I'll get my little spitter tokens. And then, yeah, so whoopsies, could have done that a little differently. And then, any attacks? Nope, pass.
Alright, going to untap. Draw for turn. Alrighty, let's see what I should do. Up. 1, 2. Tap 2, get Pranko out, have 1 floating. Tap a mountain, tap Jeweler Small, put a +1/+1 on him, then put 1 on Pranko. We got 1 floating. Okay, I will tap this for 2 red. Yeah, 2 red. Play Battle Scarred Goblin. Then I'll pass.
Okay. Untap. Draw. I will lay a mountain. Each one of my mountains tap for 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, every land taps for 2.
Okay.
Oh shit, also, because I got 4 spider tokens off Lowell because of Dublin Season. Got 4 bitches.
Alright, so I'm gonna tap for 6. Technically, floating 1. I'm gonna play a Raspacious Dragon. Whenever he enters the battlefield, I create 2 treasure tokens. And then I will take one of those floating and tap this for a generic. And I will play Sudden Breakthrough. Target creature gets +2/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. Create a treasure token. So I go up to 5 treasure tokens. And I will give my 7 dwarves a +2/+0. So it is a 5/2. Let's see. With that, I will swing my 7 dwarves at Jakin. He's
Come on, give me mana.
5. He's a 5/2 with menace and first strike.
Okay, I'm gonna block it with my 12, and 2/2. It dies.
Okay.
Attack me even though I gave him 3 mana.
I still create another treasure token, and then I also draw a card when enchanted creature dies. And then I will tap one more of my mana for Volcanic Spite. It deals 3 damage to any target creature, planeswalker, or battle. I may put a card from my hand on the bottom of my library if I do draw a card. I will do 3 damage to... What's your Cranko at?
2/3.
I will do 3 damage to Cranko.
What did I do?
Damn. So he will die. I will put a card on the bottom of my library and then draw a card. And then with that, I will pass.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Upkeep trigger. Everyone lose 1, I gain 1. Draw. First, I'm going to grab 2 colorless. I'm gonna tap Orzhov. I'm gonna tap this Swamp for 2 black. Tap Orzhov for 2 white. So I'm gonna use 1 of that white and 1 of the floating to cast Paladin of Atonement. I'm gonna create a 1/1 vamp. So 1/1 vampire. Paladin of Atonement, when he dies, I gain life equal to his toughness. At the beginning of each upkeep, if I lost life the last turn, during the last turn, which triggers on everyone's upkeep, he will get a 1/1 counter. And when he dies, I get toughness. I get life equal to his toughness. And then using 1 of the floating black and a colorless, I'm gonna cast the Malakir Cullblade. He gets a 1/1 counter for each creature y'all control that dies. So I now have 2 vamp tokens with Summoning Sickness. And I still have a white and a black floating, so I'm gonna cast a D-Tutor for that. I'm gonna go search for a card. We are going to grab I'll be 1 minute short. Okay. Got the card I want. So I had 2 vampires enter the battlefield this turn, so we'll give a +1/+1 to Malakir, to Butcher, and I'll give a +1/+1 to Strafon. And then I will go to combat. I just have to deal damage to somebody this turn before I can do anything. So I'm gonna send.
And then iced.
I'm gonna send. Do you have any flyers over there, Iced?
I do.
Flying or reach?
He's a flyer.
How big?
3/3.
I will send a 6/5 and a. He's a 3/3.
Yeah.
I will send a 6/5 and 2 1/1s at you. That'll leave me with one of my 1/1s unsent.
Okay. Are your vampire tokens flying or are they on the ground?
They're on the ground.
They're on the ground.
At least one damage, at least some damage is getting through to you.
Whenever he loses a creature too, we all sack one.
Yup.
Okay. Oh, I will. I will just take the damage. So how much total is it? 8?
So 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's 8. So go to main 2. I am going to tap this for 2. Using 1 to pay for the Orzhov signet. So that's 1, 2, and a red. That works, yeah. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I'm gonna use 1, 2, 3, and then 1. I'll have 1 floating. I'm gonna cast a Famished Foragers. That's tapped for black, by the way. Famished Foragers. Because an opponent lost life this turn, I add 3 red mana. So I have 3 floating red. I will get a vampire token. And then I'll use 3 floating red and 1 black for a Mirkwood Bats. I'm gonna have to play a little bit of solitaire here for a second. Okay, and yeah, I will pass the turn.
Next step, I'll pay for staff to draw a card.
I will get 2. I'll get 3 more blood. I'm at 5. So, because I created 3 tokens on my end step, you will each lose 3 life. Because Mirkwood Bats. In 1 second.
I'm gonna down-tick Vivian Reed and destroy target creature with flying. I'm gonna target your Malakir Rebirth, Eldrazi.
Which one?
I'm gonna use Vivian Reed's last Planeswalker ability to destroy a creature with flying. I'm gonna target Malakir Rebirth.
Butcher of Malakir, you mean?
Sorry, Butcher Malakir, thank you.
Okay, everybody sacrifice a creature.
Yeah, I'm gonna sacrifice the Minor Wells and float a green from it. Also, on Vivian Reed, when she dies, I'm gonna look at the top 7, card the line,
And then how many creatures died from everyone? So 3. I will put, 3 of y'all's creatures died. So Butcher Malakir Callblade is now a 4/4.
Can you put it? We can't see it on your screen right now.
I tried to condense as much as I could.
You're fine. I know. I know you got a whole heck of a lot going on over there. How many blockers do you have, out of curiosity?
I have 1. So flyers, I have 1, 2, 3. On ground, I have 4 1/1 vamps. I have a 4/4 Malakir Coldblade, Forerunner of the Legion, my Famished Foragers, and Paladin of Atonement.
Oh.
But if you want to hit me for damage, I'll take it. As long as you, depending on how much you're trying to send at me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're gonna get some damage. You're going to get some damage.
What, are you going to make all your creatures 10/10s of trample?
They already have. They do have the trample part. I'm gonna reveal an Omnix list reignited to the card trigger when Vivian Reed died. And then
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and use the 1. And I guess 4. I guess that's 6. Yeah, 6, 1 floating. I still have a green floating. Can I use that? Yeah, I can use the green somewhere else. I still have the 1 green floating from Benwells for Vraska Relic Seeker.
Counter.
And it's gonna come in with 12 counters. And I'm gonna down ticket and make target players that total become 1. I'm gonna choose Eldrazi King, become 1.
Okay.
Oh,
And then we'll tap.
what happened?
Made my life total 1, and I'm not going to be able to stop him from killing me, so I'm just going to take my L.
Ow.
Yeah, because I'm gonna play out next this reignited using the other.
Yeah, and he's going to ping me and kill me, so.
I can't ping him, but I can give an emblem that whenever an opponent draws a card, or target opponent gets an emblem with whenever a player draws a card, they lose 2 life, and I would give it to him. I'll keep that as the play, because that needed to happen regardless. Have to be dead. This will come to 3 counters. We'll go ahead to a Fabled Passage, go get a Forest. That's what I use that guy. And then I'll tap 3, float in a green again for a Nissa, Voice of Zendikar. She'll come up with 6 counters. And I guess I will down tick her, losing her to gain life equal to the gain X life and draw X cards for X the number of lands I control, which is 7. 7, so I'll draw 7, gain 7, 6, 7. She'll die. Card trigger. Look at the top 7. I guess I actually I probably did that wrong, but. View a Planeswalker. I'll view a Garrick. Apex Predator in hand. And all these. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just down tick Wolf to 4 counters, double up all the spiders I have, and we'll just move to combat, and I'll swing, what are these? They're 4 4/4/3s with Vitch Indestructible Menace. So I'll swing 4/4/3s with Menace at you, Jacon.
16.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna discard, and then I guess on my end stuff, I will cast a Nature's Claim with that floating green I had. I actually didn't have floating green, but I'll tap 2. And Nature's Claim, the mana flare. You'll gain 4, and I'll destroy target artifact or enchantment. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good, this. And I got some cards in hand and pass it.
Alright, untap.
I got 4 more spiders.
Right now, and.
Hey, Cats, what does that Nature's Claim do?
It destroys target enchantment. I targeted the mana flare. It's gone.
Okay.
Oh, it's gone?
Yeah. Yeah, mana flare, yeah. Nature's Claim, yeah. Destroy target artifact or enchantment that controller gains 4 life.
Oh. I'll tap 5, and I'll cover it handed your commander. I can control them.
Okay, yeah. It's a 5/7 right now. I'm kind of struggling with it. Those whoopsies.
5/7, okay, nice pitch, and gonna swing out at, first I'm going to, yeah, I'm just gonna swing out at you. So, 2, 2, 17, 17, and a 5/7.
Okay.
My 5/7 has trample too, so.
Alright, in response, I am gonna sack 5 treasures and then search my library for an artifact or dragon card, put it onto the battlefield. So I'll go down to 1 treasure token. Okay, I'm gonna get a Clock of Omens. And then I will block your lowest power or lowest creature with my commander, which will die, and then I'll take the, what was it, 12 and 5?
No, not 12. 17 and 5, so 23.
23. Okay, so I'll go down to 3 life.
Instead of 2 and I'll just pass.
Alright. I will draw for turn. Tap. I will lay a mountain for turn. Alright. I will tap 4. And I will play Vision of Ruins. Or Vision of Ruin. Each opponent sacrifices an artifact. For each artifact sacrificed this way, I create a treasure token. Has flashback 8 and 2 red. This spell costs X less to cast this way, where X is the greatest mana value of a commander you own on the battlefield.
I don't have any artifacts.
I got 2, but I'll tap the stat completion for 4 to draw 1 card, and then I get sacked.
So I will create an additional treasure token. And then I will pay 2 and sack my last 2 treasure tokens to bring my commander back out.
I'm gonna scoop.
Alright.
I'm
pass
gonna
it.
So I have an infinite loop right now for creating treasure tokens. Basically what I'm going to do is I will tap my Liquimeta Torque to make Magda an artifact. Tap Magda and the Clock of Omens, which would create a treasure token. Untap Magda. Tap Magda again and a treasure token to untap Magda with Clock of Omens. And I would create another treasure token every time I do that.
How you're tapping? I think you're missing 1 artifact now.
No, because you tap. So, Liquimeta Torque, you tap it, target non-land permanent becomes an artifact in addition to its other types until end of turn. So I'm going to tap this to make Magda an artifact. And then I tap Magda and Clock of Omens, which are 2 untapped artifacts, to untap target artifact, which would be Magda. And then I tap Magda and the treasure token that I create the first time I tap Magda to untap Magda. And then I just repeat that process over and over again. Does that make sense?
Okay. What are you going to do with all those treasures?
So we'll just say 1,000,000 treasure tokens to end the loop. And then I can sacrifice all of them on my next turn, I believe. Because you have to tap and sacrifice it. Or no, you sacrifice it with Magda, so you're not actually tapping it for the mana. So, with Magda, I can sacrifice 5 treasure tokens and search my library for an artifact or dragon card and put that card onto the battlefield. Okay?
Yeah.
So, the first card that I'm gonna search for is gonna be Hammer of Perforos, which gives creatures I control haste. And then I will search for a Maskwood Nexus. Creatures you control are every creature type. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. And then get every creature that's in my library, because they are all dragons now.
How much damage do you have?
Quite a
there it
bit.
is. There's certain things. Okay, yeah, that's it. I didn't know if you had terrible. You have terrible. That's just game right there.
Yeah. This is the first time that this has ever happened, so...
I didn't know you had any treasures, though. I guess you just need the one.
So, with Clock of Omens and Liquid Metal Torque, I create a treasure token every time I tap Magda.
Okay, you tap where you get one treasure. I guess that untaps it, and then you just tap it again.
Yeah. So these are all other creatures that I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I probably still could describe like an all-out attack, but not with the boy. No, it's just the direct damage. Because I have 8 indestructible blockers that all have reach.
So, Terror of the Peaks, when he enters, it deals damage to... Or when another creature enters, it deals damage to any target.
I just didn't know if you had Terror. If you could only like swing, then I was like, oh, I might still be good here. But yeah, all you have to say is, yeah, Terror.
Yeah, Terror of the Peaks, and then... All of my creatures have haste, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 creatures. So.
Unfortunate.
Awesome. Honestly, I thought that Jacob was going to do more damage when he got me down to 3 life. So.
Yeah, I didn't realize that she goes infinite so easily.
Yeah. So, the Clock of Omens and then Liquid Metal Torque, or you could do the Liquid Metal Coating as well. And then once you have those cards out, technically you don't necessarily need Magda to go infinite. You can make any dwarf an artifact at that point, and then do the same thing. You just tap the Clock of Omens and the artifact dwarf. It creates a treasure token as long as Magda's on the battlefield. And then you just repeat that process.
Alright, well, GG's. Have a good one.
Yes, GG. Thank you.